My name is Jean-Claude Petit. I am the Chief Cook and Bottle Washer at Tobago Chocolate Delights, a bean to bar artisan chocolate shop. Bean to bar in that we roast the beans, we grind the beans, when we prepare the chocolate, and it's all artisan, in fact, that everything is handmade. Before we get into that, the shop is set up so that we can tell visitors the history of cocoa in Trinidad and Tobago and how the process was made, how the beans are picked, and the winnowing and the fermenting, the drying, the history of dancing the cocoa. On the table here we have an example of a mortar and pestle, a grinder, and the different process from roasting the beans to making cocoa balls. But to make a chocolate, you need to take it one step further, in that we take the same cocoa nibs and we grind it in a grinder for 20 to 30 hours. So in the back, if we go in the back, you can see the grinder operating. We receive the beans like this. So these are the sun-dried beans that haven't been already fermented and dried in the sun. The next step is to roast them in the roaster, and the beans come out like this once you have roasted them in the roaster. What roasting allows you to do is to be able to crack the beans. And inside is the cocoa nibs. So we have a machine that separates the shells from the nibs, and then we put it in the grinder. And this grinder will grind for 20 to 30 hours. And at that point, we add the sugar. A lot of people think that the grinder will actually be powder, but the heat and the friction from the stone rollers rolling on the stone base actually releases the cocoa butter and it becomes a liquid. This here is a 65% dark chocolate, which means 65% cocoa nibs, 35% sugar, which gives you a 65%, 1 kilogram of 65% dark chocolate. Over here we have a 80% dark chocolate, which is 80% cocoa nibs, 20% sugar, so you have 1 kilogram of 80% dark chocolate. The next step from that is tempering the chocolate. Tempering stabilizes the crystals in the chocolate. So this machine will heat your chocolate up to 112 degrees, and then it cools back to 88 degrees, and at that point it's ready to go into the mold. What tempering does, it gives you that nice shine when you get your chocolate, and it's also able to, like for example in here it's 25 degrees, which is about 77 degrees Fahrenheit. The chocolate will not melt at that temperature because of the tempering process. So after we temper it, then we will take the chocolate, feed it into the mold, either with a regular, just a spoon, or with a piping bag, and set it in the refrigerator, and the finished product looks like this. So this is the mold, and this is the finished product. So this is a 65% plain dark chocolate. So nothing added to it. If we want to make ones with flavors, we would add a flavored oil. So for example, this is a coconut flavored oil, and it's an oil, not a liquid. During the tempering process, we will add a coconut flavor to it, and we will also add some grated coconut. And the finished product will look like this. Okay? And if you turn it over, you see the grated coconut in it. So that's why everything is made by hand. The difference between the large chocolate manufacturers number one is they're not using Trinitario cocoa. If you go to any chocolate manufacturer in the world, they will tell you they use Trinitario. They use 5% Trinitario. They use 95% Forastero, which is a cheaper chocolate. But the Trinitario is a flavor or spice cocoa. So in Trinidad and Tobago, all your chocolate manufacturers are only using Trinitario cocoa. Their grinders grind a ton at a time. Mine grinds 1 kilogram. The tempering machine does a ton at a time. But it's the same process. The process from bean to bar is 35 to 40 hours, whether you're doing a ton or 1 kilogram. You cannot shorten the process. And like I said, the difference is we do this by hand, whereas they do their filling by machine. So these are the different bars that we make. 70% dark chocolate. I don't have any 80 out right now. 90% dark chocolate, milk chocolate, white chocolate, 65% dark chocolate with coffee and cinnamon, 65% dark chocolate with sea salt. 65% means 65% cocoa nibs, 35% sugar. Brown sugar, that's all we use. And then we will add the flavoring or the filling, like how I just gave you the filling, right? So the guava jelly has guava jelly filling. Passion fruit has a passion fruit curd. Mango jelly and Tobago rum cream that has puncheon in it. And rum cream and coconut rum.
Right, and most of these fillings you make yourself?
Yeah, I make myself, or people actually make some of the fillings. So the guava jelly and the mango jelly I don't do, right, myself. The passion fruit I do myself. The Tobago rum cream and the caramel sea salt I do myself. And these are the flavored ones. Orange brandy flavored. Nutella, that has Nutella filling inside. Pina colada flavored. White chocolate, milk chocolate. Tobago has something called Benny balls. So this is a dark chocolate rolled in sesame seed to look like a Benny ball. Hazelnut, amaretto, butterscotch, peppermint, ginger, and coconut. And below we have hot pepper, and this is one of the hottest sellers we have right now. It's hemp oil, but it looks like a marijuana leaf, but it's hemp. So people are getting a lot into it. Sometimes they even worried, can I take that back to Trinidad with me? But it's hemp. Hemp is only has 3 to 4% THC.
It's perfectly legal.
Perfectly legal. Hot pepper, the plain cinnamon, coffee, and different varieties.
So the flavors are more or less endless.
Yeah, the flavors are endless. And over on the other side, we have the ones with nuts. Dark chocolate with almonds, milk chocolate with almonds, dark chocolate with walnuts, milk chocolate with walnuts. Below we have the boxes. The boxes, the way how we do our boxes, you pick the box and you pick the chocolate. And we do also for children, so usually the children make these. They make emojis. So the children come to we do it. We strongly encourage that you lick your finger and you lick your bowl and have a good time. It gets crazy. We also offer something called a chocolate experience. It's a 2-hour sessions where you can come and join us to make chocolate. We have 2 simple rules. Number 1 is you have to have a good time. And number 2 is chocolate is very expensive, so we expect you to lick your finger and lick the bowl. And it's not a professional experience. It costs $75 per child, $150 per adult. But if we have groups, we discount it. And you can contact us, Tobago Chocolate Delights. We are on Instagram and on Facebook, or you can call us at 738-6922 to book a session. Shop is located inside Short Things Cafe on Lambeau Road in Lambeau. If you Google Short Things Cafe, because I have the same address, it doesn't come up, but you can Google Short Things Cafe and they will show you where the location is. The shop is open from Tuesday through Friday from noon to 5 p.m. So we usually do the chocolate experiences in the morning at 10 o'clock when the shop is closed. So we don't have any customers coming in and you can have a good time. So again, you see us on Facebook and on Instagram and you can follow. All the stories that we have here, they're on our Facebook page so you can learn about chocolate making and chocolate history and everything. Look forward to seeing you.